107.9 FM. Hello, everybody. Spencer Duby here live in the studio for Music Monday. And we have quite the astonishing singer. She has some great solo stuff. She's in Saints Down now officially. Sam Bourque. This is awesome to have her in the studio. She really does have a phenomenal voice. If you've seen Saints Down or you've heard Bleeding, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sam, it is a delight and an honor to have you in the studio today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited to be here and talk about some of the stuff Saints Down has going on right now. And thank you for all the kind words. That was very nice.
Well, truthfully meant it. You have a unique voice. You have a unique bond with Ben and obviously Rob now too. You're like besties with Ben. I love him. Shout out to Ben Doncom if you're listening. We love you, Ben. Sam, where should we even begin? Like, where did you learn to project this amazing voice you had? Was it something when you were really, really young, like 6, 7, 8 years old, or did you kind of blossom later in life?
I kind of blossomed a little bit later. I remember being pretty like a little bit of a shy singer. My mom sometimes laughs at me because of like different performances I did when I was younger, and my voice would be all like shaky and stuff because I didn't really know how to use my voice. But once I was in high school and I started training at Walkerville High School, and kind of studying voice more like privately and more seriously. I don't know. I just kind of it was a lot of like theater stuff. Like I did a lot of like, that's how Ben and I met each other, was through doing theater stuff. And so with theater training for vocals, there are, you have to be able to kind of morph your voice into a lot of different styles depending on, the genre of musical that you're singing. So it kind of gives you just a different level of control over your voice to be able to project it in different ways and use it in different ways. So yeah, I would say my theater training was probably the thing that really gave me the control I have now over my voice.
Well, this is perfect. Goes right into my next question. Now, when you were doing the training, did any like teachers kind of say, okay, you have a voice like this person, try and emulate that style? I know you said you blended, like you got to really have a unique range, whatnot. Did anybody say you have a voice like this, try and emulate stuff like that? Or did you kind of grasp towards a certain singer because you're like, I like their music, or I think I sound like them?
I think like when I was first starting to like study vocals like seriously is when kind of like that was when like Adele was like starting to be big. And I remember listening to Adele's voice and being like, I love how much power she has and how much, she can find like that raspiness, but she can also find such a clear, beautiful sound. And it was just powerful. And I remember being like, that is what I want to sound like. I want to have that power that kind of, makes everyone in a room be like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. So yeah, I think Adele was like a big vocal inspiration for me, but it was a lot of musical theater people, honestly, a lot of Broadway stars.
I love that. Okay, so theater is huge to you, and I love that. Is there any plays that stick out or musicals that stick out from high school or even afterward that you did?
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite musical of all time is Les Mis. And actually, Ben and I did Les Mis together when we were in high school. It's still my favorite musical to this day. I just recently got a Les Mis tattoo. I'm like a huge fan. I just love it because it's an operetta. It's just like beautiful, beautiful music. I just love the story. I don't know. Asking me to pick a favorite musical is also like asking me to pick a favorite child. Like I just can't. I just love, I love all musicals so much. I have a degree in it. So it's that's where what I went to school for. Fair
enough.
Yeah.
Let's talk about afterwards. So you and Ben obviously kept in contact, and he went, Saints Down eventually became a thing. You were doing some solo stuff then, correct? In between just lending your voice out for some
like I was still living in Toronto, so I was singing with different singing with a wedding band, and I was just kind of doing session work, and I was still doing theater at the time, like working professionally in the theater industry as well, and that's when I started teaching as well, teaching voice. And then I moved home in like 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. And that's when Ben and I, like, we had never like lost connection. We were still always very close. But me being back in the city was kind of, Ben was like, okay, I think it's time for us to collaborate.
Awesome.
Now.
So yeah, like how did that come about? Did him or Rob kind of approach you? Okay, come do some stuff with Saints Down?
I think Ben had been kind of telling Rob about me a little bit and just being like, I have this friend who can sing pretty good and stuff like that. It started off with, I think Ben had 2 gigs in one night or something, and he needed me to cover one of them. So I played a gig with Rob at the Bourbon, actually. That was in the 2023, I think. So I played a gig with Rob, and we had a great time. And then they used me a couple more times to substitute until eventually they added me into the band full time.
Yes. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
How far back is that now?
I started subbing with them 2.5 years ago, and then when I joined full time, it was about 1.5 years ago.
Well, that's
I think.
fantastic.
Yeah, ish.
I've yet to see you sing, sadly, in person.
Oh.
I've only ever heard you, and it's incredible.
Thank you.
The track "Bleeding," which we're gonna play in just a little bit. You want to talk about that because it's an incredible song. It's the way that when I heard that song for the first time, what I took from it, it's kind of like a relationship. The people love each other, but you need to basically let it go. Our love's bleeding. That's what I took. What did you take from it?
The exact same thing. That is exactly it. I think it's kind of learning what's good for you and what's not, and if something might not be the best for you, stepping away from it, but also just kind of that passion that comes with those kinds of relationships of our love is bleeding, it's intense and it's big and it's passionate. Yeah.
Now, how much did you have any input on that song? Did you write any vocals, anything?
I didn't write any of it. Actually, when we recorded this song, it was before I was even in the band. So I was still just kind of substituting every so often or collaborating. I think I sang backup vocals on a couple other tracks too. So they were mostly bringing me in for that purpose, but I think this is kind of them testing the waters on me joining fully sort of thing. And so Ben and Rob wrote this song together, and then they were like, we want you to come feature on this track. So I went in, I kind of added my own flair to it, but it was mostly based off of their melody and lyrics that they had already created. The
wordplay is phenomenal, but like I said to you out there before the interview, and I said this to Ben, you and Sam's connection, the chemistry, it's almost like you've been married before or whatever the case may be. It's just perfect. It is such a hauntingly beautiful song. The vocals make it. It's perfect.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'm excited to hear it once again, and I'm excited for Amherstburg to hear it. Should we play it now?
Sure, yes, let's do it.
This song is truly phenomenal, folks. The vocals are incredible on it. We got Saints Down, Bleeding on 107.9 FM. Folks, is that not an incredible song or what? And how about the vocals by Sam Bourque? Obviously, Ben Doncom as well, but we're highlighting Sam right now. She's here in the studio joining us. That was Bleeding, Saints Down. Sam and Ben absolutely killing it together. Incredible passion in that song. It's rare to find that nowadays. I love it. Great job, Sam.
Thank you.
It's almost like you sang it live here in the studio.
Oh, yes. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Well, hey, we always love the acoustic performances here
Love
in the
it.
studio. So maybe we'll get you back. That song, you were saying, you don't play rhythm on the track itself, the pre-recorded, but when you play it live, you're actually playing rhythm guitar on that, which is really cool.
Actually, yes, I am. And actually, I'm playing rhythm guitar and I'm playing the keys part as well. I switch between them.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
not easy.
Well, our lead guitarist, Justin Dow, who's a legend, love you, Justin. He plays, he rips it on the guitar. And then I'm just kind of there to support him on the rhythm guitar, but kind of switch between that and the keys part. And then sing.
Impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, let's highlight the band. Who is everybody that's in Saints Down?
Yeah, so it's me, Sam Bourque, Benjamin Doncom, and then we have Rob Palombo, who plays the bass, and he's kind of our leader. We sometimes call him Saint's dad because he's like the dad of the band, and he just takes care of everything and takes care of us, and he's the best. We have Justin Dow, who's our lead guitarist, and then we have Cody Williamson, who is the drummer.
Well, shout out to everybody. You all make phenomenal music. I've only ever seen Ben and Rob together. That's it. I happened to stumble into the Bourbon one night, and they were crushing it. They were doing great, a little acoustic show. Do you have any shows coming up, electric or acoustic, that we can come and see you guys?
So, yes, we do have quite a big show that we're planning right now. It's called Vinyl to Viral, and it is a show of a I think it's 8 different decades from the 50s to present day, where we're going to be doing, like kind of decade by decade, taking you through the pop rock music of each decade. And so we're doing that on New Year's Eve is our first kind of go at it. We do hope to produce it again afterwards in other venues, but this one will be New Year's Eve, and it will be at the Masonic Temple, downtown Windsor. And it will be the full 5 of us, like the full band. And we actually have some like backup dancers, backup singers, like who are going to be a part of it as well. And it's going to be catered. It's going to be a full night of fun, food, music, fun, dancing, New Year's Eve. Fun.
I love that. I love like the decade by decade. I love that. You don't hear of that very often. Now, is there any other bands, or is it just specifically
it's just us?
Oh, that's so cool.
So we're doing like basically 4 hours of music.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. My voice is blown out after like 3 songs. So I can't even imagine how you're going to do that.
That's the theater training, baby. You know, we gotta take care of that voice.
Is this a ticketed event?
Yes, it's a ticketed event.
What's the easiest way to grab a ticket?
So if you go to, so we're producing the show with a company called WECAP, Windsor Essex Community Arts Project. So if you go onto their website, it's wecommunityartsproject.com. And you can find the tickets there. Also, any of our social media, you can find links to it on our social media. And we're just going to be promoting the heck out of it for the next couple months. So
wonderful. Is there anything that you're working on specifically, or Saints Down, that you can mention, or is it kind of confidential right now?
I would say like that this show is kind of the focus for Saints Down right now. Actually, for me as well. Like I would say this is kind of the thing that's taking up most of my brain space these days. I mean, I have lots of other projects outside of this as well, but in terms of Saints Down, this is kind of our big thing right now. Vinyl to viral.
Vinyl to viral. Mm-hmm. I love the name. I'm going to try my best to come to this.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. Wow. And you said yourself you're going to do even more shows. So can't wait. But I love the focus, like 8 decades of music. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what you're going to cover. It's going to be incredible.
Oh, yeah. It's basically like, what would Saints Down be playing if we existed in the 1950s? What music would we be covering, sort of thing. So kind of seeing how that comes through our band. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Sam, thank you so much for coming in. You have such a gifted voice. It's incredible. Say hello to all the band members for me.
Yes, I will.
And we hope to get you back in at some point, and the other band members as well.
Mm-hmm, that'd be great. Yeah.
But this has been an incredible honor to have you in the studio today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sam Bourque, everybody.